The little girl stood on the sidewalk clutching a worn pink backpack, her eyes fixed on the apartment building she had called home for 6 years. Movers carried the last of their belongings into a storage truck while the evening sky darkened above them. Her father stood nearby, desperately pretending to be strong, but the eviction notice folded in his pocket felt heavier than anything he had ever carried. He had spent the entire day trying to find a place to stay. Every phone call ended the same way. No vacancies, no affordable options, no room, and now as darkness approached, his 8-year-old daughter had nowhere to sleep. If stories about kindness, second chances, and the incredible power of humanity inspire you, take a moment to like this video, leave a comment, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to Kindness Corner. Your support helps us bring more heart-touching stories to people around the world. Daniel Harper never imagined his life would come to this. 3 years earlier, he had been living a quiet but happy life. He worked full-time as a warehouse supervisor, coached his daughter's soccer team on weekends, and spent evenings helping her with homework. Life wasn't perfect, but it was stable. Then tragedy arrived without warning. His wife, Emily, was killed in a car accident while driving home from work. One moment she was there, the next she was gone. The grief nearly destroyed Daniel. For months, he moved through life like a shadow. He woke up because his daughter needed breakfast. He went to work because bills needed paying. He smiled because his daughter was watching, but inside he felt broken. Little Sophie became the reason he kept moving forward. Every night she would crawl beside him on the couch and tell him stories about school. Sometimes she would draw pictures of their family, always including her mother with a giant smile. Daniel would excuse himself to the bathroom afterward so Sophie wouldn't see him cry. Being a single parent was harder than anything he had ever done. Medical bills from the accident piled up. Savings disappeared. Unexpected repairs drained what little money remained. Then the warehouse where he worked downsized. His hours were cut. His income dropped almost overnight. Daniel picked up every extra shift he could find. He skipped meals to save money. He sold furniture. He canceled every unnecessary expense. Still, the bills kept coming. Month after month he fell further behind. The eviction notice arrived on a rainy Thursday morning. He stared at it for nearly an hour before opening it. 30 days. That was all they had. 30 days. Before they lost their home. Daniel spent every spare moment searching for apartments. Every affordable place had waiting lists. Others required deposits he couldn't afford. As the deadline approached, panic consumed him. Yet every evening he smiled for Sophie. When she asked if everything was okay, he always answered yes. Because fathers often carry storms inside themselves while pretending the sun is still shining. The day they lost the apartment arrived faster than he expected. By sunset, everything they owned fit inside a rented storage unit. Daniel had enough money for a cheap motel room for one night. After that, he had no plan. The next morning he reported to work exhausted. His eyes were red from lack of sleep. His shoulders sagged beneath the weight of fear and responsibility. Most people passed him without noticing. But one person did. His boss, Rachel Morgan. Rachel had managed the warehouse for nearly 10 years. She was known for being efficient, professional, and demanding. Many employees respected her. Some feared her. Very few actually knew her. When she saw Daniel struggling through his shift, she called him into her office. At first, he tried to hide the truth. He insisted he was fine, but Rachel looked directly at him and quietly asked him to stop pretending. Something about her voice broke through the wall he had spent years building. For the first time, Daniel told someone everything. The accident, the financial struggles, the eviction, the motel, the fact that his daughter had nowhere to go. After checkout time. As he spoke, embarrassment flooded his face. He felt like he had failed as a father, failed as a provider, failed as a